How the world's most isolated tribe lives. They don't have gunpowder, agriculture, or electricity. They don't know much about the world. In fact, they have never left their island. Conversely, hardly anyone else has visited it either, so there's still a lot we don't know about them. They are the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes. The Sentinelese inhabit North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean. It's a small island surrounded by coral reefs. It has no natural harbors and lies off the main shipping routes. This is why the Sentinelese have been largely left alone. Another reason is their explicit hostility. They attack anyone who dares approach their island. However, some people have made contact. Nobody knows how big the tribe is. Estimates range from 80 to 150 individuals. There are related tribes on the surrounding islands. But the Sentinelese are so isolated, even their language is unique. Other indigenous tribes can't speak it, and no linguist has ever studied it. Since colonial times, the Sentinelese have been refusing to allow visitors. They have killed almost everyone who dared approach the island. In 1956, India declared North Sentinel Island a tribal reserve. Traveling there is prohibited, and the island is guarded by Indian patrols. But in 1967, an Indian anthropologist did go there. T.N. Pundit led a small group to try and befriend the natives. His descriptions of their life are all we have to go by. Pundit said they lived in lean-to huts with slanted roofs. A fire burned before each hut. The Sentinelese build narrow outrigger canoes. They maneuver the canoes with long poles in shallow waters. Fishing and harvesting crabs is their main occupation. They're hunter-gatherers with no cattle or agriculture. The Sentinelese probably gather local fruits and tubers. There are wild pigs on the island that they probably hunt. The tribesmen are well-armed. They always carry bows and arrows, as well as spears and knives. It's with their iron-tipped arrows that they have killed many intruders. Pandit's team failed to establish any contact with the locals. They have documented their finds, cane baskets, bamboo pots, fishing nets, and left. In 1974, a National Geographic film crew went to the island. The locals shot at their motorboat. The crew found a safe point to land and left gifts. A toy car, some coconuts, a live pig, a doll, and aluminum cookware. The Sentinelese followed up by launching another volley of arrows. One arrow struck the documentary director in his thigh. The man who wounded the director laughed proudly. The other speared and buried the pig and the doll. They left afterward, taking the coconuts and cookware. Pundit kept sporadically coming back with gifts until 1991. But he never managed to befriend the Sentinelese. The Indian government suspended anthropologists' visits in 1996. In 2004, Indian Coast Guard helicopters flew over the island. The Sentinelese attacked a helicopter with arrows. In 2006, an illegal fishing boat drifted ashore. The Sentinelese killed both fishermen with axes. The bodies were put on bamboo stakes facing out to sea. When a helicopter attempted to retrieve them, the tribesmen attacked it with spears. In 2018, an American missionary tried to make contact. John Allen Show illegally traveled to North Sentinel Island with gifts and a waterproof Bible. He attempted to sing worship songs to the Sentinelese. He also spoke to them in Xhosa, after which they often fell silent. Sometimes they laughed at him. In the end, Show was killed and apparently buried on the island. The Sentinelese are very clear about not wanting any contact. Their lifestyle has changed little over the centuries. Will we ever know more about them?